peeps, and welcome back to Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 here in Time Twisters. We're in our first of our expert parks. This one's called Metropolis. You own an empty lot, excuse me, near a low-risk ride. I cannot read this evening, of town. To squeeze the most out of the urban property, build a skyscraper themed inspired soaring Art Deco architect. Oh my gosh, no. Okay, what do we need? We need to get 1,100 guests in our park and not let our park rating drop at all. Okay, that sounds approachable, much more so than my reading abilities this evening. All right, so let's take a look and see what we have here. There are multiple entrances. It looks like one here, and is that one over there? Yep. Okay, so we have two entrances. Turn all of that off. Okay. Not warning bells yet. A little bit of warning bells that we can't do any of the pricing on the scale where we can charge per rides, because it just makes life a whole lot easier. Let's take a look at some of the other stuff. This one feels very much like the I forget if it was in this expansion, the other one where it was the abandoned aquariums. This has that kind of vibe to it to me for some reason. All right, so no, what? Don't give me. Okay, it's never mind. I'm sorry. That was all. I thought it was a just a skin of the Great House. It's a haunted house. Excuse me. Double decker one, cool. Car ride, that's fine. Coasters. What is that? Steel looping. Okay. Limb. Inverted impulse. Okay. Please be good thrill rides. Oh, garbage. And not good water rides. Okay. Otherwise, we don't have a cash machine either. Okay, that's a little bit of a problem. All right. So let's go ahead and just focus in on, I guess, just thrill rides for right now. I'll put that at maximum funding. And then I need to build some stuff. All right, let's go ahead in here first. I want to remove all the existing pathing. I don't think it helps us in our goals at all. All right. So now that's a cool building. See, that looks neat. That's one of the first add-ons that I actually kind of like. I like because you can see the kind of the stairwells inside. That's cool. Like this chunk. This looks better. All right. So we need to get a pathway from this entrance all the way over to that entrance so that we have at least some type of plan here. So we'll have that. Do all of that. Ah. There we go. Sometimes my mouse likes to listen, other times not so much. All right, there we go. All right, let's pause it now. Somehow we're still up $1,000, which is awesome. Go ahead and put that in place. Same everywhere. 5 buckaroonies everywhere. Cool. Let's do the same thing over here. Boom, boom, boom. Cool. I forgot to put bathrooms at both those spots. Hold on, do we not have bathrooms? We don't have bathrooms. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hold on. Am I looking at that right, or did I totally just zone out here and not a bathroom, 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 not one, not one, not one, not one. Okay. So I didn't wig out there for a second. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, that's important to know. Glad I caught that before it became a massive problem in this park. All right, get a carousel over here. How many people could fit on this? I don't even know. 32 passengers, that's awesome. All right. I'm gonna put in a pre-build, I think. I want Fizzy. It's a nice, easy drop-in coaster. It works well. Should fit like right there beautifully. And the only thing we need to do is throw an on-ride photo onto this area. And then I have no problem charging that kind of money for all of that. I just hate that it's police cars. All right, I have to sometimes be a little creative, but that's not very creative, but you get the point. All right, so let's go and do its thing. We already have 4 guests in the park, which is phenomenal because I didn't think we'd get anybody yet. I gotta make that line longer. All right, we can open that up now. And we're almost out of money, which sucks. We can only borrow 10 grand, which also sucks. But we should be able to start charging more here because we have some rides. I do not remember what the math is for how much they'll accept right out of the gate here. But what do we bring into the table here, folks? 40 bucks, 60 bucks, 60 bucks, 40 bucks is a little light there, my friend. All right, we need to get some staff in place here, and I need a lot of staff, unfortunately, because this is a big park. All right, we are making money, at least for now. Come on. All right. We don't have a time limit on this one, so that's nice. A restroom. There we go. I wasn't crazy. My God. What are they trying to do to me? All right, so I can start putting in some of the other things that I want to put in right now because we have time. All right. Okay, I know we have to borrow a little bit of money. That's okay. Okay, and then do we get our restroom? We did, thank God. How the heck they didn't give us that out of the gate is beyond me. That should be moved over there, but I'll take care of that later. Get the basic stuff covered, and then we can start having some fun, hopefully. These guys should be over there too, but whatever. All right. Oops, we need to do one more thing here. Nope, not that one. That one. See, theming wise, we got a lot of cool stuff in this one. I know we've seen most of this before on the Alcatraz one, if I'm remembering correctly. But we also have this stuff here, which we, again, have had before, but it's nice to see a little bit more of that stuff pop up from time to time. All right, and hopefully we'll start making some money here. Let's see, what else can we put in? Just, we don't have many good rides right now, unfortunately. And we didn't have water rides as an option, right? Yeah, I'm really bummed about that because good water ride in this game. Good splash boats. generate you tons of money without even doing anything. All right, we are getting people in the park, which is a plus. It's just not happening real fast. I have enough money to do that for 2 weeks, so I'm going to do that just to see if it returns us our money. Right now, we are negative roughly 1,000 when we did that. Got a twist, which is basically what we just have there. All right, I think we're going to be okay. So we just need to turn that into plus, what, 1,400? There we go. We erased that entirely. Fantastic. All right. I think we're doing all right. Let's see. Okay. They do not want to pay that much for their sunglasses. We've only sold one of them. So let's knock that down to like $4 and see if it's more palatable to them. It had a 4% popularity, so it wasn't going so well. So hopefully a slightly lower. There we go. We sold another one already, and nobody said anything. 3 of them now. There we go. Popularity should be going up, hopefully, as well. Where are we at here? 800 and some change. That's fine. Get this area to be just a little nicer looking. Not my normal thing to do in Roller Coaster Tycoon, but sometimes, especially when you're chasing positive ratings, sometimes this kind of stuff just helps and or just makes it look better. It's more fun to play sometimes when it looks nice. No, I don't have money to afford it. All right, what do we got coming our way here? An Enterprise, heck yeah. That's a win. I'm gonna go somewhere over here once we have enough money to afford it. All right, I'm gonna take a brief little loan here. We're gonna advertise again for High Speed Chase. Do it for 4 weeks, 3 weeks. And I know somebody's done the math and said it's more economical if you do 2 weeks instead of letting it go the whole time. There's some weird math thing that happens with the time that makes it more effective. I just don't care that much. All right, we should also be able to start charging more here. Next thing I'm going to have to do is probably add another loop in here and then another one out here that will connect into that. Launch free fall, heck yeah. I don't know why I cannot click the right thing right now. It's driving me crazy. There we go. All right. We're still managing to add some new rides. And we really just need to pump people into this park while keeping the ratings up. So as long as we kind of keep that going, we're fine. We are going to need another kind of star attraction here sooner rather than later. All right. So we'll probably have to borrow more money to get more of that stuff there. We have more throw rides coming? Heck yeah. I'm going to turn on general rides and roller coasters as well because we're going to need all of that stuff. Oh, that's interesting. Didn't know my mouse could do that. There's a forward and backwards button on my mouse, and I just hit it and it rotated the screen. Learn something new every day. All right. So, got top spin coming our way. Cool. Coaster-wise, what do we have? Get the limb. That's probably the next thing I need to build is the limb bad boy here. Oh, that's right. I could just do something dumb like that. Put it like right here. Yeah. It's probably what I'm going to do. All right, let's see. Try to build it for $5,000. Let's see what we can do. Can we go longer than 6? Yes, we can do 7 cars. Okay. I'm trying to figure out how I want to end this thing off because I can't go too much longer here. So it's going to launch out. It's going to go through the twist, do that, come up to roughly the same height as that. And I just needed to probably dive down. And then just do that. Does that work? Well, hold on. I need to do one more thing. Okay. So if we do that... No, I have to do something different. Okay. There we go. All right, let's see what that does. I have no idea. I haven't really built many of these style rides before, so it's going to be a big question about how this works. All right, I need to make the launch a little faster. Just need to make sure it doesn't go... Oh, okay. She's going to go higher. All right, let's see what this one does now. That's better. Okay, I think that's cool. What does it rate at here? Okay, I'm cool with that as well. Okay, let's open that up, wait for full, all of that. Hopefully we'll be making some money with it. we're just about at 500 people. Park is not really getting much more crowded, but we do have a new ride here that hopefully is going to be attracting us some new guests and, more importantly, new funds. The only problem with this type of ride is they're very expensive per hour to operate. Like their running cost is $350, whereas this bad boy here is $252, and it's running 2 trains, and it's overall everything I think is more. That's 1 minute and 13 seconds. This one is 28 seconds. What I love about this is it's going to turn people over really quickly and hopefully generate some cash there, and the satisfaction's not bad. All right, we got a wooden coaster, fantastic. That will fit nicely into this park. Gangsters Run, even though I didn't put in Posh VS. I'm sorry, my English teacher of the past. All right. We're going to pay down some loan. That's the goal right now. Pay down loan. And we're going to need to build some rides too once we are able to pay down loan, because we have over 500 people in the park now. So we're starting to get there. This is fun to watch in high speed though. Boop, 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 boop. All right, we did pay back our first 1,000. Still have another 6,000 to go to get back to our starting point. This would be a fun kind of dueling setup. You do something really neat with that. All right, so right now it's just a matter of we just got to repay loan. It's not. It's time to grind it out a little bit. Pause it real fast. Advertise again for Gangsters Run. We barely have $400, which we didn't have to take out of our loan amount for making that up, so that's good. It's only going to be for 2 weeks, but that's okay. Come on. There we go. We're up to almost 700 people in the park. That's shocking. Spiral roller coaster. Not my favorite, but not terrible. All right, I'm going to have to retake some loan there because... All right, we're also going to start charging more. We got a new coaster. We didn't charge any more. And I'm hoping we see with that change a big change in all this. Still, this thing still has 4% popularity. Now it's down to 0. Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. All right, let's see. We got the spiral coaster. We got another coaster coming up. We're done with thrill rides. Okay. I'm actually okay throwing on shops too. So we need an ATM machine real bad. All right, but we're doing a great job paying back loan, which is what our whole point of this kind of stint of the game is to go in and just dump back money into our bank account so that we can then start making sure when we want to build something big that's going to attract a lot of guests, we have something that we can pull on. Because if you get in the hole when you have like $1,000 or $2,000 left of loan, there's no coming out of that. You're over. So we just made it back to the original amount. I'm not doing that because we're, this one just ended. So we'll advertise again. This time we'll do it for High Speed Chase. Let's see if I can get it for 6 weeks. Yeah, we got it for 6 weeks. Okay, cool. So once we pay back that next 1,000, then we can go and start having some fun again. Probably build pathway over here and then down and put another ride over here and a coaster in this area. Maybe? I don't quite know what I want to do with that yet, but I'll get some better ideas here. What would we just get? Balloon stall. Great money suck. Yeah, I know. There we go. Cool. All right. All right, let's see. Art Deco food stall, sure. And sure, if I can afford it. All right, then I just want to open up 1 or 2 rides, or be able to afford 1 or 2 rides to put back over there, which it looks like we can. We have this. Oh, we don't have the circus yet. Fantastic. That's a solid, easy ride to put in here. All right, we got all of our settings in there. Got an ATM. Heck yeah, man. This is working out beautifully. All right, so get ATM right in there. Boom. Get another one somewhere over here. Because we have enough money. Boom. People have already used it. That's fantastic. All right, we got a whole bunch of new people there. And then we're going to pause it, take out a little loan here, just so we can properly open this area. It's been a while since I built one of these. Don't remember the settings I dialed in. We know it's going to be a launch zone. I think it was 42. 42, yeah. All right, cool. And what else have we got? ATM. All right, we're going to turn that off now because I don't need more of that stuff. I need more rides. Although, a nice wooden coaster. Virginia Reel's fine too, like Texas Tubs. I love this. Is like, other than Mouse Towers, this is the second best pre-built in the game's history, in my opinion. I love this ride. It just looks, it looks exactly like it should. It looks like a ride that should be at an amusement park. And I love it so much. And that would look super cool there. What's that going to cost us? $2,690. We're just going to be a little patient. Never mind. All right. Let's fix... what we got here? Let's fix the path here real fast. See, that looks cool, man. Looks super cool. You gotta get something else in there to make it look like just clean up everything. Oh yeah, look at it, it's awesome. It looks killer. I mean, we need to change these colors, obviously, but... Alright, that looks fine. First aid room, another solid... The game is really playing nice for us right now. That does mean we can put in an actual first aid room down near this ride because Lord knows we need it. All right, we got that opened. Got that opened. Oh yeah. It's all coming together. General ride, fantastic. Already have that. We don't have a scrambler at all, right? Nope, nothing yet there. Okay, I don't want to put it like right here because it's the same ride, but maybe it can exist somewhere else here. Let's pretty this area up a little bit. Never mind, we don't have money. Let's go into our finances here. All right, we're just going to take out another loan. Living dangerously right now. We're going to advertise for Texas Tubs. All right. Oh, yeah. And then we can throw some balloons in there. All right. Now we'll dress this area up to look a little nicer. This evening, I'm just in the mood to make it look a little nicer than what I normally do. Usually, I don't care at all about how my parks look. I just want to accomplish the goal. But right now, I'm feeling a little inspired to make it look a little nicer. So that's what we're going to do. I'm not going to be that inspired, though. It's going to be quick and dirty, like what we're doing now. Okay, that's inspired enough. I'm cool with that. All right, let's go ahead and start paying back some stuff because we have used up gobs some money and we need to prepay that. Our park rating is currently sitting at 964. We have 1,000 people in the park already, so we only need, what, another 100? Is that what our goal was? 1,100 people in this park? Oh, yeah. We're golden, baby. All right, let's go in and just do some last minute cleanup stuff here. All right, it's opened up. This nice little corner of the park. It's gorgeous. And I'm thinking we could probably just leave this and fast forward and we have it, but I also want to pay back loan and build other little spots like this if I can. Just need to make our money back here. All right, got another 5 to go back, but you can see like we were able to do a lot. This whole area existed because we were able to pay back our loan previously. Like none of this stuff exists. And we also added on all of this. That also doesn't exist if we don't just take the moment to do that. There it is. All right, folks. Well, that's going to wrap us up here for today. Thank you, as always, for joining me. I greatly appreciate your time, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.